That Warner Brothers is gonna make more Lord of the Rings films.
Yeah. I remember sending that to Rio. I thought we did talk about that. I thought we just mentioned on briefly and was like, "Oh, this is great. I just can't
Mm,
wait for them to come out."
I think it was there was rumors or discussion about some other things like potentially like an Aragorn movie or a Gandalf movie or whatever. And
Yeah.
now people, I think people are assuming because people are mad about this, of course, because people are mad about everything. I think what the assumption is they're gonna remake the original trilogy, which I think a lot of people are opposed to because the overwhelming thought is that what Peter Jackson did is as close to perfect as what you can get, and
Mm.
no one can do it better.
Yeah, it
Or
was
like,
really
why
good.
try, right?
Yeah, it was like so good. Yeah, viewing parties of that thing are really like important and like a thing in nerd culture. And extended edition is like what, 16 hours, something like that, or 9 hours, 10 hours. It's crazy large amount, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to marathon the shit out of it. If they remade it and they had Tom Bombadil, would you hate it?
It depends on how they do it. Is probably how I'm going to respond to that, and then I'm just going to leave it with. Do you think they're going to do the Barrow-wights finally? Because that was always such a cool
Ooh, I
scene.
mean,
That was always such a
I,
cool scene. I always thought the movie was a little bit lesson for them skipping over the Barrow-wight scene. You know?
if they're going to remake the movies, they need to include a lot of the stuff that got cut just for a point of differentiation. So I think they'd have to really they'd have to approach Aragorn's character more closely to the book. Again, like what Peter Jackson did for some people was very interesting for Aragorn, and for other people
Mm.
was such a different character from what's in the books. So if they're gonna redo it, I think they need to try to stay closer to the books with certain characterizations to get more people on board with it. I don't know. I don't even know if they're gonna remake those movies. It could just be like tales, like when of Aragorn growing up in Rivendell and meeting Arwen and whatever, and her being off in Lothlorien, or his entire path to before he joined the Fellowship, pretty much, right? You could do Gandalf stories about his purpose in Middle Earth before he even met Bilbo and things like that, like or Gollum stories, like you can do a bunch of random things. So
Hmm.
there's options there. It's a big IP. Obviously, they want to make money.